able to get the font up. So again, we're working on a masterpiece here for a client, and the client wants a building and they want their logo on. I'm gonna get rid of this camera. Actually no, keep the camera, don't get rid of this camera. I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Let's go add something to this logo. Let me see if I put a brake light to it or what happens. These are actually my car colors. Yep. That looks kind of weird. We're gonna shrink this in just a little bit. Leave that up there. I don't mind that right there. Oh, be careful when you pull them stuff up. It actually sometimes, I think that's how it ends up tilting. Sometimes we go in the middle here and that just messes up everything. Well, it don't really, but it does. Okay, so we got that so far. Now let's go for dupe and move so you can see what dupe and move does. Because we're going to duplicate the hell out of things, and then we're going to be here. We're going to need LM. It's called Light Manager, and you can find this on Gumroad, or you can find it on Blender Market. What it does, I'm going to show you, okay? But put that aside, right click and pin that bad boy up there. Again, if you don't have Blender, go get Blender. The link is down below. If not, just go to blender.org. Again, blender.org /download. I'm not getting paid for this. I just love the software, and I wish that there was more people using the software. It's very popular in Dubai, India, China. It's getting over here to America too. It's popular in America, of course. But those guys over there, man, they're masters of this thing. It is, these guys are destroying it. So let's go for the dupe really fast, because we wanna. All right, see the dupe right here. Oop, there you go. So this is called Dupe and Move. It's a product from us. Quick Tools. Check this out. Oop, hit dupe. It looks like nothing happened, right? Bing bong. Something did happen. And then we're gonna do it one more time. But this time, instead of this, we're gonna move it over here. Okay? So we know the x-axis is what it is and the y-axis is what it is. So that's gonna bring it back. Z is gonna take it up and down, and the X is just the X. So we're gonna actually go right here. Let me show you a secret. Sometimes we do this. Let's make a building bigger, taller. And then what I'm gonna do is again my dupe friend here, and then we're gonna just bring this over right here. See how quickly you can work with this thing, man. See that? You guys see what I'm seeing? It's like, you can't stop me, man. I can move as fast as I want and as slow as I want. Okay, alright, cool. Now, we're gonna actually, how much more minutes? I have 6 minutes. Okay, so that's good time. What we're gonna do now is, now I'm doing everything by ear. This is not no sketch, no plan, no nothing. Normally I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do. Sometimes I watch a magazine, a movie, something, and try to get an idea. But this is all straight from the head. Things I know. Okay, folks, go over here. Shader, editor. Alright, we need a background. I have two choices. Either you can use the HDR, but right now I want to teach everyone that is watching the show right now, instead of a HDR, we're gonna just go and use what Blender got. So we're gonna go into world. If it looks like this, it's okay, it's alright, don't worry about it. Don't, just scroll up or down on your mouse until these two edges meet. Once they meet, then it brings whatever is hidden, it brings it to the center. Center click and drag it over. Alright, now you see this color thing, you need that. That's your best friend, okay? I'm right clicking, move this over, and then I'm gonna just drag this a little bit. Boom, I'm looking for this right here. So boom, one time, we ain't even wasting no time. Now that we got that, okay, we gotta go over here, turn on the light. This have its own tab, that have its own tab, that. But we'll talk about that as we go, okay? Take your time and learn this thing. Turn on the world, and there you go. That's this right here. We're gonna bring this down. This is the strength of the light. So I'm gonna go 0.50. That's just me. Okay. See what happens now? Gives it this kind of look, this night look. It's all good. Now to move this cursor, we're gonna go shift and then right click. Okay. I'm gonna start with one right here. Shift right click. Y. Let's make a light. So we're gonna put an area light right there. Alright. Remember we got the duplicator, so we don't have to worry about nothing. This is why you have two screens, so you wouldn't have to be moving this screen around. Keep one at the top so you can see the whole view of the world. That's what I call it. It's just the world. Now these building actually came from I would love to say a colleague, but it's a guy who I was intrigued by the way he does his cars. This guy is awesome, man. It's like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to leave a link so you guys can see his work. There's a lot of great, I call them blender artists. There's a lot of great blender artists out there. Okay, we're gonna duplicate this, but before we duplicate it, remember the LM I told you about, the light manager? Let's bring that out. See? Boom. Now we're gonna turn up this light. And we can manage the light however we want. This thing is beautiful. I think it's only $2. The dupe and move is actually going to be free until summertime, I think. The starter right here is only $2. This one is only $2. Support, you know, these things take money and time and effort to build. Let's go for the dupe real fast. Duplicate this, bring this over here. Alright, boom, bam. And then we're gonna come down here and do something down here. So let's go down here and put a light down here too. But before we do that, don't forget, wherever the 3D cursor is at, that's where everything is going to live. Okay? Why? Light. And let's use a point light this time. Get this out the way. I want to introduce a point light to you guys, so you know, if you're new to the game, then you know. Okay, what a point light is. A point light is actually, think of a light bulb, and that's how I was taught. So it's not like an area light. An area light is what the movie directors and movie guys use. This orange behind it, I'm gonna actually turn it up just a tad bit just to strengthen it down. So we're gonna go to the air, dusk and air give that look, orange look. So we're gonna go 2.50. Yep, see what I'm saying? It gives it more of the orange. Let's bring it down to some 0.50, okay? Just so you can see what happens. We get more of that blue-ish sky. The next tutorial, I'm gonna actually show you guys how to do clouds, how to make your own clouds in Blender. All right, let's move this over so we can see what's going on. There you go. And I mean, this guy can't complain because what he's getting some top-notch work, right? Yeah, I agree. Let's duplicate this. So we're gonna duplicate it and bring it over here. Alright. Remember something. Real life is real life. 3D is 3D. So don't try to do what real life don't do. You see what I'm saying? I've seen people do some stuff that just makes me laugh sometimes. Like, come on now, that's not real life. Try your best to make it imitate real life as much as you can. What I do is, especially nighttime, because that's a weak spot. Nobody really pay attention to nothing at night. You just want to get home. So I pay attention to the car tires or whatever I'm looking at.